Namaskaram. Welcome all of you to a new YouTube channel, Nrittam, Dance for Everyone. Namaskaram. Welcome to Nrittam, Dance for Everyone. We are in our 5th class now, and now quickly let me take the attendance. Okay, jokings apart. Those of you who are watching our channel for the first time, we are learning Bharatanatyam and also becoming fit. Hooray! Okay, and also those of you who have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon so that every time a new video comes out, you will be notified. As usual, I will be giving you a fitness tip on how to make your body more flexible so that you can learn Bharatanatyam easily at the end of this video. Do watch it fully. Now, we have already learned our first step, and I'm sure all of you who have watched the previous video must be ready now for the second step because you have been practicing all week, right? If you haven't watched the previous video where we were learning the first step, please do watch it. Now, today we will do the second step. Before that, let me just share some info with you. If you are not able to sit in Aramandi, which is the predominant position in Bharatanatyam, you could do the step in the standing modification. I have shown this in the previous video, so if you are one of those people, please do go and watch it. And if you are suffering from a general knee pain, not the serious injuries, you can wear a knee cap and practice it as of now. Like you can wear the knee cap for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. Do not practice it with the knee. Do not practice with the knee cap after that, because once your knees get adjusted to dancing with the knee cap, once you remove it, the knees will not have the strength to carry your body weight. Now, without much ado, let's see the step. So, if you're watching the video for the first time, if you haven't done this first step, how we do it is, we keep our hands in Padaka Mudra, place it at the base of the spine, one on top of another. It's like this. And then we sit in Aramandi, that is half your height, like this, and the feet will be in the Ayadam position, which I mentioned in the previous video. Let's do the step now. Sit in Aramandi, place your hands at the base of your spine. Ready? Teya, te. 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 Let's do the step once again. Teya, te. 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 Teya, Tei. Teya, Tei. Teya, Tei. Teya, Tei. Now that's about the step. These steps are called Tattadavu in Bharatanatyam, which means Tattu means to strike, Adavu means to step, because we are doing it by striking the feet on the floor. That's why it's called Tattadavu. Now, all these terms that we use in Bharatanatyam are Sanskrit, because by now, as we all know, that Bharatanatyam is based on Natya Shastra and Abhinaya Darpana, which are of course Sanskrit text. So as promised, let me share the fitness tip. The older students who come to me, what I would suggest to them is to take an oil bath minimum of 2 times per week. We Keralites had this culture earlier, but we have lost it to the fast-paced world. I do it as much as I can, and it helps me a lot. When I tell my students to do this, they also share the feedback that once they have started practicing the oil bath, the pain, that is first when they start practicing, the muscles will be very sore the next day and the next day. So this pain is reduced a lot, and they are able to practice the next day with great gusto. Thus, if you can take an oil bath at least minimum of 2 times a week, and if you can manage it, then after the oil bath you can take a bath in a very mild hot water. That also helps the oil to sink into the body. We have talked about the workouts in the previous class, that is the cardio and the strength training workout, and I have also mentioned about the warm up and the cool down routine. That is, once you get into serious practice, it becomes very imperative that you warm up your body very nicely, and then once you do the practice, you cool down your body. That is a very important part of doing a practice. As we have reached only the second step, I am saving that class for future. Let me just summarize what all we have learned and gone through up till now. First, this is, as I told you earlier, this is our 5th class. In the first class or the first video, I have given a general introduction at all the things that we are providing in the classes. In the second video or the second class, I have given a very short history and origin about Bharatanatyam as an art. I have talked about the rituals and the traditions attached to Bharatanatyam when a student goes to learn the art physically. Then the in the same class, we have also seen how we do the namaskaram or the prayer in Bharatanatyam, and I have also stressed on the fact that it is very important that you do the namaskaram every time you start the practice and also finish the practice. You should do it before and after. In the 4th class, we have seen the first step and about the positions of the feet, the body, the postures, and how to do it. Now we have come to the 2nd class. But now I have given you just the summary. If you need to learn these things, if you need to learn Bharatanatyam, please do go and watch the videos, because I have shared a lot of information regarding learning and things that is attached to it. Now this is about now for today. I am sure that this video was very helpful for you, and if it was helpful, please do like and comment below the screen. But the most important thing is that when you are following my videos and is learning the art, you might have come across a lot of experiences, new experiences that you were not aware of. I really honestly want you to share those experiences and want to tell me how, by following the tips that I gave you, it was easier or was it difficult for you. It would be very valuable if you could share your feedback in the comments so that I can give you better classes and you can learn better. So thank you for now. Namaskaram. So to conclude, if you want to contact me for private lessons, you can contact me in my email ID, or if you just want to follow the videos and learn this wonderful art, please do like and subscribe and press on the bell icon so that you will be notified every time a new video comes out.